Hello, ladies and gentlemen. 'Tis I, Michael A. Grimm, aka the Multi Voice. I have many voices, but one opinion. And this time, I have a good friend of mine from all the way from from the Netherlands, Dennis Sun.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dennis Soon from the Netherlands.
And today, this is going to be like a crossover here because I'm doing a crossover video thanks to StreamYard here. And this is going to be a theory. And care to do it along with me? I mean, you and I do it at the same time.
Yeah,
This is going to
right.
be this is going to be a cross
Over theory.
theory. And this time, this is going to be a really tricky one, ladies and gentlemen, because since one thing you guys should know, Dennis and I here, we love the Looney Tunes and, of course, the Justice League cartoon series. And, of course, believe it or not, folks, Dennis here did most of the some of the voices of the Looney Tunes and also the voice of the Flash, while I did the rest, which I'm pretty honored, and it's going to show up in October 14th. So don't worry, folks. But of course, on this one, I thought it would be pretty interesting if what if the Looney Tunes saved the Justice League? And what do you think on that one, Dennis?
Yeah, that would be really cool. And I did most of the part of the Looney Tunes, like Daffy Duck, Yosemite Sam, the Vulture Beaky Buzzard, and Flash. And Falcon Leghorn as well, yeah.
Yeah. Now, of course, how this crossover theory is going to begin, I would say that it would start with none other than the big bad himself, Darkseid.
Yeah.
And of course, now, of course, I know that he failed from the Justice League, but what if he gained the upper hand and he kidnaps the Justice League and try to turn him into his demi, meta demons, trying to make him his new slave? So, the last of the Dodo himself showed up, and he noticed that the Justice League had been kidnapped. Oh dear! And I think it's time for me to assemble the Looney Tunes for help. And then, since the Looney Tunes are the honorary member of the Justice League, I think it's time for us to take some action. What do you say, Daffy?
Yeah, you betcha!
I mean, you didn't keep the costume, that Batman costume for nothing.
Why bother? I really like being the Dark Knight, for God's sake.
What a maroon. So now the Dodo tells Bugs Bunny what's going on, and this is when he starts having a meeting with most of the Looney Tunes by going like, "Okay, now this will be beyond our knowledge here, so we don't know what we're gonna deal with. So if anybody wants to go out, now's the time to say it." Well, I Porky Pig here. I decided to get out of that kind of mission because I think it's too dangerous for me. Now, what do you say, Foghorn Leghorn?
Well, I say that's a good idea for going to save the Justice League from Darkseid's brainwashing things.
Now, of course, some of the other characters will be a little scared, like, well, I don't want to go in that world. It's too scary. I'm out. But of course, one character spoke up, and it's Tweety, and he says this. Now, quiet here, ladies and gentlemen. Shame on you. I thought we were in this together. I mean, I'm as scared as you are, but this had to be done. We don't want the bad guys to win. We gotta do this. We gotta save them and save the rest of the world. Boy, do I feel ashamed. Me too, I feel like 2 cents here. I'm back in. I'm in as well. And of course, Tad'd be like, I'm in it too. Yeah, I think I'm in it too. I mean, I was just kidding for surrendering. I think it's good we go into apocalypse and risk our lives. And of course, let's see, another character would say, ah, I would I mean, Porky Pig would be like,
Huh?
well, I gotta say, on proud to be an American. Okay, boys, let's go to Dockside. Let's go to this planet called Apocalypse and give Dockside a piece of our minds. Now, of course, they finally go into Apocalypse, and surprisingly, the Looney Tunes ends up in the arena area, and they met the female Furious, the group of evil women who are warriors, and they always like to kill and destroy.
The
And
Furies, yeah.
out comes Granny Goodness, being like, "I say, interesting creatures here. Let's see if they're brave enough to deal with us." And then she summoned Lasha, the one who has all the straps and everything. But here's a shocker. When she meets Yosemite Sam, he says, "Why, tarnation, you're the most lovely women I've ever seen, especially with all those straps on there." "And who are you?" "I'm Yosemite Sam, the charming hombre is from the Looney area." And of course, Elmer Fudd. He meets another one of those female Furies. Um, try to get her name right. Stompa, the big broody one. And of course, Elmer Fudd sees her and be like, "Whoa, my, you're the biggest girl I ever seen." "And who are you?" "I'm Elmer Fudd. I'm a great sportsman." And of course, out comes Mad Harriet. "And your daddy says, takes me a devil. Oh, hello, crazy woman." "And you're very adorable." As you can see, these Furies starts liking these Looney Tune guys, and they start falling for them, and they start falling for the ladies. And of course, another one called Bernadette showed up, and Witch Hazel deals with her. And of course, Granny Goodness like, "What the heck's going on with these ladies?" And of course, Granny shows up and says, "I'm the only Granny around here, and I have more goodness than you. Right, Tweety?" "Oh, yeah, definitely. You're a bad old Granny." And of course, Granny gives Granny Goodness a piece of her mind. Meanwhile, at the and of course, also, Tweety says this: Sylvester, will you show her your claws?"
Why? Will they ever work?
"I think they might work."
All right, let's give it a try.
"Good old pretty cat." Meanwhile, at the lair where most of the Justice League are held, being turned into demi-humans, the mad scientist of the bunch goes by the name of Desaad. He's about ready to turn them all until, hello there. Who are you? I'm Wile E. Coyote, super genius. And I'm Mervyn the Martian from Mars. And I don't think that device isn't good enough. What? Oh, I think my steam runner would show up on this predicament. How about you do the Roadrunner?
Meep meep.
Good idea. Let the Roadrunner distract him while we rewire the machine and free our friends. Good idea, and leave it to the super genius to know what button to push. Don't press that. I'm not a super genius. My name is Mud. And of course, they finally super friends. And of course, the Flash shows up to help Roadrunner. And you do your Flash and try to think what the Flash would say when he meets the Roadrunner.
Hey, we meet again. We made a great team, huh? Meep meep.
Hola, mi amigo. It was an honor to meet you again. Let's give this guy a big wedgie, shall we? Andale, andale, ha!
You bet. Let's go.
While the rest of the guys are about ready to go to Darkseid's throne room, Calabac shows up, and Calabac is trying to stop Bugs Bunny, Daffy, and the others. But of course, you might want to deal with us, Doc, but there's one person I think you don't want to mess with.
Oh yeah? Who?
Say hello to Gusama. Gruesomer showed up, and then Gruesomer and Calabac going one-on-one with each other. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And then here, Bugs Bunny, Daffy, and Taz and the others, they finally meet Darkseid. And Darkseid himself showed up and he says,
How dare you enter my lair? Who do you think you are?
Of course, Daffy, what you'll be saying is,
I'm Daffy Duck, along with the Looney Tunes, to stop you from capturing the Justice League. We're gonna stop you once and for all.
I cannot say it better myself, Doc. Let's get loony, shall we?
Yeah, let's get loony. What in the world? Ugh, you guys might be loony, but you cannot defeat my Omega Beam.
And the Mega Bean hits Bugs Bunny, and of course Daffy will be worried. Oh,
All the way, the Omega Beam? I've never thought about that.
actually, it's all right, Doc. It just singed my tail.
What? How? My Omega Beam would have vaporized you, take you from non-existence.
You forgot one thing. We're Looney Tunes. We're indestructible, and no Mega Beam wouldn't even penetrate us. So, Daffy, get Daffy.
That's right. Let's get Daffy.
I cannot agree with more.
And of course, they all battled against Darkseid, and they all took him down. And then Marvin the Martian grabbed one of their boom tube device and turns on the boom tube, and now all the Justice League and the Looney Tunes are finally got back home, leaving Darkseid all fuddled, going like,
Who are those beings? Unlike anything I ever met.
we are actually Looney Tunes, and don't you forget it, Doc. And of course, Porky Pig will be saying, believe it, and that's all, folks. And of course, the Looney Tunes and the Justice League got together, and they all thanked them. And of course, the Looney Tunes went back to their world, and the end of the crossover theory.
Wow.
So, what do you think, Dennis?
Yeah, it was a great crossover theory.
And of course, not bad for a crossover video. I might say so myself.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, any of you who enjoyed to hear Dennis's impression with his characters, and of course my impression and the story, please leave a comment down below. Hit like and subscribe. And I know some of you might like to leave a comment on Dennis. I'll let him know.
Yeah. Do it if you like it. Yeah.
One thing I would like to say, Dennis, I've seen most of the videos you've been uploading lately, the different versions of the song on Kim Possible. I was really impressed that there were so many different versions of the song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, I thought it was more impressive than watching the clip of Harry Potter where all the characters were speaking in different languages.
Yeah, I just thought of the idea of making my own multi-languages because I've also made my own multi-languages on so the multi-languages of the Lion King and such.
Not bad. I mean, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
So for those of you who enjoy this video, you can subscribe to me or subscribe to Dennis Sun. I'll send you the link to his YouTube channel so you can subscribe to him, make some more, give him some more followers, and even like most of his videos and leave some comments if you enjoyed some of his vids, whatever he uploads.
Yeah.
Well, this is the end right now, and big thanks to Dennis Sun to participating in this. And as for me, I'm the multi-voice I remember so I can jog your memory.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dennis.
And,
And so long, everyone.
Yes. And bleep, 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 bleep. That's all, folks.